Hey Bell's Fairy Bandits, Miss Sigsby here, your STEM lab teacher for our STEM lesson for the week of April 20th through 24th. And this week is a very exciting week because it is going to be Earth Week. So this Wednesday is Earth Day. I've got on my Happy Earth Day shirt. This Wednesday, April 22nd, is Earth Day. And Earth Day was created in 1970, on April 22nd, 1970, as a way to celebrate our one and only planet Earth, to educate people about our impact on the earth and how we can help protect our earth. And this year is an extra special Earth Day because it is actually the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. So this Wednesday, April 22nd, is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And all this week, we are going to be doing STEM challenges related to the earth. So this week there will be 7 different activities. It's not broken up by grade level, it's broken up by what you are interested in doing. So you get to choose one or as many as you like activities related to Earth Day that you can complete this week. Now, before I talk to you about those, I have, of course, some fun science experiments that I would like to do, and you can follow along with me at home, or you can actually try these at home as well. You probably have these materials at your home. So I am going to be doing activities today related to water because our Earth is mainly covered with water. It is 75% or 3/4 covered with water. So I thought I'd do some fun experiments with water. The first one, what I'm going to do is I have 2 cups here. One is filled with just water and one is empty. And I also have some string here. Now this is a really important step. You need to make sure that you wet your string. Okay, so I wet my string. I'm going to kind of squeeze it out a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape the end of the string to the other cup. I'm going to dry my hand so the tape is still sticky. So I'm going to just take one end and I'm going to tape it to the bottom of the cup so it's nice and secure. I'm going to put one more piece just so that it's extra stuck on there. Now what I'm going to do is try to get the water from this cup to travel to this cup. I am going to pour it, but hopefully it will not take the course that you think it will. Now normally if I just pour the water, I usually spill it everywhere. So if I were to just pour, oh, there it goes. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put this end here, the other end in the cup. Oh, sorry, my cat is very interested in science too. So I am going to put this end in there and I'm going to pour the water and it should travel along the string. Let's see if I can do it. My string is a little long here. I'm going to try to make it a little bit shorter. Make it really tight. And there it goes. Do you see the water going? None of the water is spilling. I am able to pour all of it along the string. It is not spilling at all. And this is something called cohesion. So water is actually made up of hydrogen and oxygen, and the hydrogen is actually bonding these molecules together. So since I wet the string, there was water molecules on there. So once I pour it down, they are able to stick together. Now if I took the string out and tried to pour again, it just pours. So that is something called cohesion. So see if you can do that as well. Now I have another experiment here, and I'm going to move my little tray out of the way. This is to show the power of water. And what I have here, I'm going to move my camera a little bit so you can see. I have here just some Skittles on a plate. And what I'm going to do is pour some water on the plate. We're going to watch to see what happens. Can you see the color starting to blend a little bit? Now you can do lots of different designs in here. You can put different patterns of colors or different designs, and whatever you make, the water is dissolving the color off of the Skittles, and it makes a really cool design. Isn't that really neat? And the longer you let it sit, obviously the more colors there will be. So that's a fun experiment that you can do with water, and all you need is Skittles. You could try different ways of doing this, like maybe using hot water versus cold water to see what the difference is, if it makes any difference at all. My cat is about ready to pounce on this again. So this is a really cool pattern. Doesn't that look really neat? So you can see how powerful water really is in changing things. So those are some fun experiments that you can try this week at home related to water. So now I'm going to talk to you about your lessons for this week. This week, like I said, there are 7 different lessons that you can choose from, not based on grade level, just based on what you would like to explore, and they all have something to do with the earth. And, oh, my water is completely mixed in here, so I'm going to show you one more time. Isn't that cool? That looks really neat. Okay, so one of the activities, I'm just going to briefly talk to you about each of the activities. One activity, you can actually make your own recycled paper, and you need some newspaper and some cornstarch in a blender in order to make recycled paper. All of the directions for all of these activities are on my blog, so you can take a look at those. Another activity is to make a reusable bag out of an old t-shirt. So if you have outgrown a t-shirt, or if there's a stain or something on it, you can make your own reusable bag. And so what I did is I took a t-shirt, cut off the collar and the sleeves and turned it inside out. And on the bottom, you just cut strips, okay? And all you need to do with those strips, see I have 2 here, you just tie it together, make a loop and pull, and one more so that it's nice and tight. Okay, and so you can see I've done that all the way on the bottom. And you can leave it like that if you like the fringe, or this one actually has a design on it. You can turn it inside out. And there you go, you have your own reusable bag. Okay. Another activity is to use Play-Doh to make a model of the Earth's layers. So I have given a video so you can learn about the different layers of the Earth, and then you can use Play-Doh, different colors of Play-Doh, to make different models, and then you can even cut it in half and you would be able to see the outside and the inside as well. So that one's really fun. Another activity, you don't need any materials for this one at all. It's a mystery science lesson called How Old is the Earth? So you will learn about how old the Earth is and how scientists even know that, how they have figured that out. Another activity that you can use involves Cheetos. If you don't have Cheetos, if you have any of the instant mac and cheese powder, this will work the same way. So you are going to be a pollinator, like a bee or a butterfly, hummingbirds even, and it shows how pollen can get on you if you were a pollinator and then transport it or move it to other plants and help with the reproduction or producing more plants. So you need that, and you can have a fun snack as well. Another activity is Legends of Learning is a website that has fun science games. They have some Earth Day games that you can play, and you do need, I believe, Flash to play those, so you might want to use not a phone or an iPad. You might have to use a laptop or a computer for that. The final activity, and this is one of my most favorite ones, is using a merge cube. Now I know you probably do not have a merge cube, but on my blog there is a link where you can print out a paper merge cube and then fold it together, and it works exactly the same way. So there are 2 different activities related to the Earth that you can do. You can do one that's called Galactic Explorer. Now my 4th graders, you have used this one before. And there's also one that's called Hollow Globe, where you can use satellite images from NASA and other satellites to see what's going on the Earth, different air currents, where there's weather, temperature, or storms, fires even, so you can take a look at all of those. But if you want to do the Galactic Explorer, this one allows you to see the solar system and all the different parts using this. So you will need an app for it, and it is free. So all you would have to do is get the app called Galactic Explorer, and I'm going to try to show you mine. And if you hold the merge cube, oh, there's the sun, can you see it? And I can turn it around different ways. You can push different buttons and it will give you information about them. And if you want to get out of there, it's hard to do it backwards. Let me see if I could set it down. Oh, and it's upside down. Haha. Let's see if I can find it. Where did it go? Sorry, it is very hard to do this backwards. There it is. Okay. And so you can see information about the sun. You can click on all of the different planets. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can click on all of the different planets and it gives you information about those as well. And you can actually, it's called AR, augmented reality, so you can actually see your background as well and you can turn it all around. So those are the different activities that you can do this week related to Earth Day. I hope if nothing else, you at least learn something new about the Earth and how we are responsible for taking care of it and because it's the only Earth we have. I hope you have a great week and I can't wait to see all that you learn this week. Bye.